I think like trying to make something that feels, well, I guess analog, but also digital, I think is like quite a present thing in all our lives at the moment.
So this is your first solo show in New York. How did you come up with any memory route?
Most of my paintings are kind of named after track names. One of them was off a dub techno record. I think that kind of era of techno is really interesting. It's very like quite pared back, and I definitely relate to that in the paintings. I guess a lot of these references are kind of starting points. You know, I'll take like a mark that just feels like it's doing something interesting.
It also just looks like something you'd find in nature.
Yeah.
But it's made by a computer.
Yeah, exactly. These are kind of in the background. You know, I have like a lot of printouts in the studio, and you know, I'm always like have books open that I'm like looking at.
Like, what was your holy grail of things you found at a market?
A lot of architecture magazines, but also recently I found a stack of UFO magazines, and they all kind of have these like really beautifully printed images. Some of these images aren't even like on the internet. That one kind of references like Mondrian in a weird way. Broadway boogie woogie, right? Actively searching for things is quite a like nice process. It doesn't feel so like in a screen. It's addicting in some way. It's like a drug or something.
We've talked about this interest in nature. How does that sort of inform your work?
I think it comes from like being really kind of engulfed by a city and needing to like escape that in a way maybe, or like find some sort of like calm, I guess. That's kind of where the nature aspects has definitely kind of come into the work. Music I'm producing and making is mostly collaborative, really, because it's like collaging, you know, like these drawings.
Yeah, and you kind of did that with this collaboration with DJ Trystero.
Yeah, I've kind of always been a fan of his like music, and I think that pairing was quite interesting. Like me sending him one thing and he kind of like will put it through his setup and I kind of then edit it afterwards, and this is kind of like full circle. So directional speakers, they point sound in a very particular way. So if you're moving around them, you'll experience the sound in different ways. So they're used a lot in like retail spaces. I kind of became interested in them to try use them as instruments in a way. They'll all be turned on at slightly different times.
So some people can come in here and have a completely different experience than others.
Yeah, to some extent, definitely, yeah.
There is a sense that you've like left this rawness there, but it's so smooth. It's so almost like reaching towards digital perfection.
Yeah, trying to make something that's tangible, but also abstract. You can't put your finger on it, I guess. I guess like that's kind of what I would like to achieve with them, really.